Welcome to the Punchline. I'm your comic strip critic. Last week I said that I would share my favorite comic strip from today's funny pages with you. What if I decided not to, however? What if I said I wouldn't tell you my favorite comic strip unless you all pay me $5 each? Can you all send me $5 each anyways? Aww. Well, there's no point in denying it. This week we're looking at Pearls Before Swine. Created by Stephen Pastis in 2001, Pearls Before Swine focuses on the shenanigans of a group of animals living in the suburbs. We're looking at a fairly large cast today, so let's keep it short, simple, and sweet. There's Rat, the eternal cynic, Pig, hopelessly naive and optimistic, Goat, the intellectual scholar, Little Guard Duck, a grizzled war veteran who serves as Pig's bodyguard, and Zebra, whose only goal in life is to not get eaten. That little slip-up of mine is due to the presence of the crocodiles, idiot predators with stilted speech patterns who always try to attack Zebra and refer to him as Zeba. Anytime that Larry and the other crocodiles turn up, I know it's going to be a very good day. These idiots are literally too dumb to live, often sacrificing themselves in increasingly hopeless and desperate attempts to feast on Zebra.
Where'd you get all the parachute gear? Abort.
On that note, there are several animated Pearls Before Swine animated shorts available for viewing on YouTube, which you really, seriously should go and check out. After you're done with my video, you jerk! Pearls Before Swine features both gag-a-day strips and storylines, and we're going to be taking a look at one of those storylines today. Actually, we're going to be looking at about 4 from early January 2010, and yes, I promise you, there's 4 storylines, but they are all related. This is the Pearls Before Swine storyline mashup. Hey Dad, why you hiding behind the curtain? Zeba has new ally. Super smart guy. Lives in Zeba house. Zeba turned to him for answer to everything. So you're hiding from him? Of course me hiding. Listen, son. One guy that smart, you not know what he do. Did Zebra say his name? Da Google. Dad could use a computer class. You no take me alive, Da Google! When I think of a cartoon, this is what I like to think of. Bright and vivid colors, exaggerated characteristics like Larry's bugged out eyes or Mama Croc's over-the-top hairdo. I like how the lettering on all the Stupid Crocs changes from everybody else's so it looks kind of weird and off-kilter. This is nice, detailed, and fun to look at work. And the Croc stupidity is hilarious, as it always is. Why'd you draw a line on our floor, Rat? It's the boundary of Ratopia, a sovereign nation in which I am the king, czar, dictator, and head cheese. I don't know if I like that. We have a very aggressive foreign policy. Yes, I swear this is the comic that ran the very next day. This was Sundays, this was Mondays, no joke. And yes, I promise you that they are related to each other. The rest of the week alternates between Ratopia's antics, which showcase Rat's hatred of puns, and Larry's fear of Da Google, escalating to include his friends in the panic, even forming a posse to kill Da Google! What happened to my laptop? It smashed to pieces! It had Da Google. Google's on every computer, Dad. Whoa, tell Mom me be late for dinner. The facepalm, the idiocy, that one single bugged out eye in panel 2, this is all great stuff. And then Larry abandons his hunt for Da Google, which, given his idiocy, doesn't seem all that out of character for him.
What are you doing?
Me showing you Larry top of animal food chain, master of all species, big and small. Pretend you no see that. Not only does that bird stay there, but it starts bruising his ego in front of his wife and his son.
Why are you wearing a woman's hat, Larry?
No reason.
That's odd, because my sister just called and said that word on the street is you've got a bird on your head that you can't get rid of.
Okay. If you has to know, me tell you, okay? Larry explore his feminine side.
I give up.
Your head is squawking, Dad. Oh, that's just part of being woman, son. Aside from Larry's sheer idiocy, it's the little touches that sell this. Larry's suddenly appearing womanly eyelashes and the change in Mama Croc's eyes as she switches from questioning to angry to shock. Ah, it's great work. It turns out that Larry's winged stowaway is a Sirocco mockingbird, which is apparently quite rare. So what? Who care? Bird watchers. Hey. Get lives, people. I do wonder a little bit just how that bird managed to build an entire nest on top of Larry's head. But the rule of funny, which states that any weird event can be excused as long as the end result is funny enough, means that I don't care. Also, this is a decent chance to look at how Mr. Pastis draws humans. And in the kindest way possible, I'm glad Mr. Pastis doesn't focus his comic on the human characters, because his humans all look fairly similar. The head shape is the same, the noses are all weirdly long, not long enough to get into the giant nose mural, sorry, and the lips just look off somehow. By contrast, all the animals in this strip have different characteristics. Pig's got his snout and his ears, Rat has his nose that ends in a gigantic 8-ball, Goat's got his horns, Zebra's got his black and white stripes and that mane of hair on his back, and the Crocs have their gigantic snouts and their sort of unfocused eyes. All this, not to mention the fact that they're all differently colored, makes them stand out from each other that much more, which makes for a much more interesting cast of characters and a much more interesting strip to read. Hey Rat, have you seen my new friend Katie the Drama Cow? She was supposed to meet me here today. How would I know? I've never met her.
Like, oh my god, I couldn't believe it. I'm talking to him and I'm so angry. I mean, like, get over yourself, okay? Like, seriously? I am so
may have
over him.
found
Okay,
her.
I'm done.
How, in the name of Calvin's Toboggan of Doom, am I supposed to decide how Katie the Drama Cow's dialogue sounds? Actually, credit where credit is due, I like it, because it shows something comic strips can do that other forms of visual media can't, and that's creative depiction of dialogue in a narrative structure. Yeah, okay, it sounds pretty boring. Let me explain. Now, I'll make it quick, I swear, don't hurt me! In a book, movie, or even some other comic strips, characters who ramble on and on like this would just be given a large chunk of space with a lot of text or the words blah blah blah, which is fine, but showing this spiral of dialogue is really clever, and shows that what she's saying doesn't really matter. It takes advantage of the medium it's created in because it's visually interesting. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? Oh, come on! I still am not sure why, but Katie the Drama Cow scares the living crap out of little Garduck, causing the battle-hardened war veteran to run in terror, screaming for torpedoes and his flamethrower. And that's just for starters. Can I go back in my house now, Garduck? Sir, there's a bovine in that domicile. No one is going anywhere until air support has done its job. What does that mean? That means a Black Hawk helicopter is gonna take out that cow. And if that means bombing that little blue house to smithereens, then that's just the price of freedom. We live in the yellow house. Corporal, send blue house guy a fruit basket. Put whoopsies on the card. You think this is weird and surreal? Just wait for the next few days. Bad news, sir. The Black Hawk helicopters have not been able to flush out Drama Cow. Oh, good. Let's give up now. No need to give up, sir. The military has unmanned predator drones armed with Hellfire missiles that can fly in and take out enemy combatants. I haven't been able to get my hands on one, but I do have something close. What? Hello Kitty with the hand grenade. Bad kitty, bad kitty. And watch it all start to come together now, folks. This is worth the wait. Is that really a Sirocco, Dad? Yes, son, and there are only 50 in the world. But is he safe to be up there, Dad? Oh, yes, son. High up off the ground, he's protected from all his natural predators, such as cats and... Looks like cats have adapted, Dad. In you face, freaky bird people! Again, the facial expressions on Larry, that flying hat in panel 3, And just the random way that Kitty flies in, eats the bird, and leaves just as quickly is hilarious. But does anybody even wear that kind of hat and bow tie in public anymore? Okay, he doesn't count. 2 days left. Let's finish this nice and strong. Bad news, sir. The State Department has ordered me to cease my pursuit of Drama Cow. Really? Why? Drama Cow has sought asylum in a foreign country. My only hope now is that the foreign country will choose to extradite her. Get out. Now. You forgot about Ratopia, didn't you? Go on, admit it, you did. Where's Drama Cow? On her way out the front door. I googled cows and India and learned that apparently they like cows over there. So I extradited her there to get her out of our hair. Really? How'd you learn all that? I just said Google. Google, Google, Google. Well now, there's a scene you won't find in High and Lois. Get some help, Steph.
Hey, let's see you end 4 storylines in one strip.
And thus, the tales of Ratopia, Drama Cow, the Google, and the Helikitty all end. In 3 panels. Stephen Pastis is awesome! In case you haven't figured it out by now, Pearls Before Swine is crazy enough to even make Charlie Sheen do a double take. The artwork is fun, the writing is clever, the situation's absurd, the character is pretty well developed, and the punchlines are hilarious. In short, it's just about everything that I could ask for in a comic strip. Folks, do yourself a favor and start reading this strip if it's in your newspaper. If it's not in your newspaper, that's fine. Call them, write them, email them, and demand that they start running it. Because otherwise, you guys are missing out. Stephen Pastis, you are an awesome dude, and you deserve to have money.
Shut up and take my money!
And car keys. And all sorts of wonderful things thrown at you. Because Pearls Before Swine is hands down the best newspaper comic in the comics section today. I'm your comic strip critic, and I read the funny pages and hope that someday they are all half as awesome as this.
Summer in the air, April in your hair, all is gone. I remember